Have you ever wondered who the real guardians of ancient Japan were? Well, let's take a step back in time to the Heian period, which spanned from 794 to 1185. This was a time of peace and tranquility, a significant departure from the tumultuous era that preceded it. The need for a new class of warriors arose to maintain this newfound peace, a class that would eventually come to be known as the samurai. In the early days, samurais were akin to armed tax collectors. They were appointed by the imperial court and the provincial governors to ensure the smooth collection of taxes from the peasant class. Their roles also extended to protecting the property, especially the lands of the nobility and the imperial court. They were, in essence, the muscle behind the bureaucracy, ensuring the law of the land was upheld. However, as time passed, their roles began to evolve. The samurai transformed from mere enforcers to an elite warrior class, gaining more political power and influence. Their status in society began to rise, and they became revered figures, respected for their martial prowess and their unwavering loyalty to their lords. They were not just warriors, they were also scholars, poets, and philosophers, embodying a unique blend of physical strength and intellectual depth. This marked the beginning of a long-lasting legacy that would influence Japanese culture for centuries to come. The samurai were not born overnight. Their rise was a gradual process that took place over hundreds of years, shaped by the social, political, and economic changes of the time. They came to symbolize the ideals of loyalty, honor, and discipline, values that are still held in high esteem in Japanese society today. Thus, the samurai were born, destined to become a pivotal element in Japanese history. The dawn of the samurai era marked a significant turning point, one that would forever change the course of Japan's history and culture. But how did these warriors rise to such prominence? As with any great tale, it all began with a struggle for power. In the late 12th century, two mighty clans, the Minamoto and the Taira, were the leading stars on the stage of Japanese history. Both clans were renowned for their warrior spirit and military prowess, but it was their intense rivalry that would set the stage for the rise of the samurai class. This rivalry culminated in the Genpei War, a 5-year conflict that saw the Minamoto and Taira clans clash in a power struggle that would forever change the face of Japan. The Genpei War was not just a battle between two clans. It was a turning point that marked the rise of the samurai class from mere warriors to influential power brokers. The Minamoto clan emerged victorious from the war, establishing the first shogunate, the Kamakura shogunate, in the year 1185. This victory was no small feat. It marked the beginning of a new era, an era where the samurai class held real political power. The shogunate system, a form of military government, put the samurai at the helm of political affairs, allowing them to rule over Japan for nearly 7 centuries. The establishment of the shogunate created a shift in the social and political landscape of Japan. The samurai were no longer just warriors, they were now rulers, lawmakers, and influential figures in society. They adopted a code of conduct known as Bushido, which emphasized honor, courage, and discipline. This code became the guiding principle of the samurai class, shaping their actions and decisions. The rise of the samurai class was not a mere accident of history. It was a strategic move, a calculated decision made by the victorious Minamoto clan. By establishing the shogunate and elevating the status of the samurai class, the Minamoto clan ensured that the samurai would remain at the forefront of Japanese society for centuries to come. From warriors to rulers, the samurai's journey was marked by power, honor, and fierce battles. The rise of the samurai class was a defining moment in Japanese history, setting the stage for the samurai's enduring legacy in the centuries that followed. What made a samurai a samurai? This question brings us to the heart of samurai culture, the unyielding code of ethics known as Bushido, or the way of the warrior. Bushido was the samurai's compass, guiding their actions, shaping their character, and underpinning their very way of life. At the core of Bushido were 7 virtues: integrity, courage, benevolence, respect, honesty, honor, and loyalty. These weren't just lofty ideals, but principles that the samurai were expected to embody in their every action. A samurai's honor was his life, and any failure to uphold these virtues could lead to seppuku, a ritual suicide to preserve their dignity and avoid shame. However, the samurai were not just warriors. They were also deeply spiritual, adhering to a blend of Buddhism, Shinto, and Confucianism. These spiritual beliefs taught them to respect all life, value the present moment, and strive for self-improvement. Education was highly valued amongst the samurai. They were literate and well-versed in literature and poetry. Learning wasn't limited to martial arts and strategy. They also studied calligraphy, tea ceremony, and flower arrangement. These arts were seen not just as hobbies, but as disciplines that honed concentration, patience, and attention to detail, skills as vital on the battlefield as in the tranquility of a tea room. Music was another facet of the samurai culture. The biwa, a short-necked lute, was a favorite instrument. Tales of heroic deeds and legendary battles were often sung to its accompaniment, reinforcing the samurai's ideals of bravery and honor. So what made a samurai a samurai? It was more than their skill with a sword or their warrior status. It was their devotion to Bushido, their spirituality, their thirst for knowledge, and their appreciation of the arts. Bound by honor and guided by Bushido, the samurai were more than just warriors. They were a class apart. But what led to the downfall of these mighty warriors? As we journey through the annals of Japan's history, we find that the decline of the samurai was a gradual process, shaped by political shifts and societal changes. The first major blow to the samurai class came with the unification of Japan under the Tokugawa shogunate in the early 17th century. This marked the beginning of the Edo period, a time of relative peace that lasted for over 250 years. With no wars to fight, the samurai found themselves in a precarious position. Their swords, once symbols of power and honor, were gradually sheathed as they transitioned from warriors to bureaucrats. Ironically, the peace that the samurai had fought so hard to achieve turned out to be their undoing. They went from being revered fighters to government officials and teachers, roles that didn't require their martial prowess. The samurai's importance in society began to wane, and their numbers dwindled. But it was the Meiji Restoration in the late 19th century that truly signaled the end of the samurai era. The young Emperor Meiji sought to modernize Japan, looking to the West for inspiration. He set about dismantling the feudal system that had sustained the samurai for centuries. The samurai class was officially abolished in 1871, their privileges stripped away. The wearing of the katana, once the exclusive right of the samurai, was now forbidden. This was a profound change, a departure from centuries of tradition. The samurai didn't disappear overnight. Some resisted the changes, leading to rebellions like the famous Satsuma Rebellion. But eventually, the tide of modernization was too strong to resist. As the sun set on the samurai era, a new dawn was breaking in Japan, one of modernization and change. The samurai, with their code of honor and their legendary swords, became figures of the past, their legacy living on in the hearts and minds of the Japanese people. The samurai era may have ended, but their legacy lives on. The influence of the samurai permeates much of modern Japanese culture and is recognized worldwide. Their spirit of discipline, courage, and honor, encapsulated in the Bushido Code, has transcended the ages and continues to be a beacon of inspiration. Let's delve into the realm of martial arts. Kendo, Judo, and Aikido, to name a few, are steeped in the samurai tradition. These disciplines echo the samurai's warrior ethos, focusing not just on physical prowess, but mental fortitude and spiritual growth. They are a testament to the lasting impact of the samurai's martial skills and philosophies. The samurai's influence extends beyond the dojo. Their iconic armor and weapons are prominent in art, fashion, and design. Elements of samurai aesthetics can be seen in contemporary fashion trends, architectural designs, and even in everyday household items. The samurai's unique blend of functionality and elegance has become a symbol of Japanese craftsmanship and design. In the realm of media and entertainment, samurais continue to captivate audiences worldwide. From Akira Kurosawa's legendary films to contemporary anime series, the samurai's story is retold in countless ways. They are portrayed as heroic figures, complex anti-heroes, or tragic protagonists, reflecting the depth and diversity of their historical roles. Their code of conduct, Bushido, has also permeated into the corporate world. Many Japanese companies uphold the values of loyalty, respect, and integrity, a direct nod to the samurai's ethical code. The samurai's commitment to lifelong learning and continuous improvement resonates with modern professionals, inspiring a culture of excellence and dedication. Furthermore, the samurai's reverence for nature, reflected in their garden designs and tea ceremonies, has shaped Japan's unique relationship with the natural world. This connection between man and nature, cultivated by the samurai, is a cornerstone of Japanese aesthetics and spirituality. The samurai may be gone, but they are far from forgotten. Their legacy continues to thrive, shaping the character of modern Japan and captivating the world with their timeless allure. Today, as we navigate through our lives, the spirit of the samurai serves as a reminder of the power of discipline, honor, and the pursuit of perfection. What weapon could match the valor of the samurai? To answer that, we delve into the heart of the samurai's arsenal, the katana. Born from the fires of ancient Japan, the katana is more than a weapon. It's a symbol of the samurai's honor, discipline, and precision. The katana's origin is as intriguing as the warriors who wielded it. The sword-making art was already well established in Japan by the time the katana came into being. However, the evolution of warfare and the rise of the samurai class during the late Heian period demanded a weapon that was not only lethal but also versatile. Enter the katana, a weapon designed to match the samurai's swift and precise fighting style. The katana stands out with its unique design, a single-edged sword with a curvature. It is a beauty to behold and a terror in the battlefield. The curve allows for a more natural motion when drawing the sword, making it perfect for the swift, fluid movements of the samurai. The single edge, sharp as a razor, was designed for clean, precise cuts. This wasn't a weapon for clumsy hacks and slashes. This was a weapon of finesse. But how did the katana become synonymous with the samurai? Well, the katana wasn't just a tool for the samurai. It was an extension of their soul. The Bushido code, which guided the samurai way of life, held the katana in high esteem. To the samurai, the katana was a symbol of their duty, their honor, and their unwavering resolve. It was their most prized possession, and they carried it with pride and respect. Over time, the katana became deeply intertwined with the identity of the samurai. It was a testament to their skill, their discipline, and their dedication to the way of the warrior. It was, in essence, the embodiment of the samurai spirit. The katana, a weapon as noble and formidable as the samurai themselves. But what goes into making such a legendary weapon? Well, the creation of a katana is a meticulous process steeped in tradition and requiring immense skill and patience. It all begins with the selection of the right materials. A skilled swordsmith chooses high-carbon steel, known as tamahane, which is smelted in a clay furnace for 3 days and 3 nights, non-stop. Once the steel is ready, it is broken into smaller pieces, sorted by carbon content, and then painstakingly forged and folded. This folding process, which is repeated up to 16 times, helps remove impurities and evenly distribute the carbon content, resulting in a blade with the perfect balance of strength and flexibility. Next comes the shaping of the blade, a process that is as much an art as it is a science. The smith hammers the steel into the distinctive curved shape of a katana, a process that requires a keen eye and a steady hand. The blade is then coated in a layer of clay, with a thicker layer applied to the spine than the edge. This differential coating is what gives the katana its famous heimin or temper line, a beautiful wave-like pattern along the blade's edge. Once the blade is shaped and coated, it's heated until it glows a fiery red, then quenched in water. This sudden cooling hardens the blade's edge while the spine, protected by the thicker clay, cools more slowly and remains more flexible. The blade is then polished, a process that can take weeks to bring out the beauty of the hamen and the overall aesthetics of the blade. And finally, the katana is fitted with its hilt, guard, and scabbard, each one carefully crafted to match the sword. The making of a katana is a testament to the Japanese culture's dedication to craftsmanship, precision, and beauty. It's a process that hasn't changed much over the centuries, and for good reason. Each step, each strike of the hammer, each fold of the steel is a celebration of tradition and artistry. The creation of a katana is not just forging a weapon, but crafting a work of art. How did the katana fare in the heat of battle? This question takes us into the heart of samurai warfare, where the katana was more than just a weapon. It was a symbol of honor, a tool of justice, and a beacon of unwavering loyalty. In the chaos and intensity of battle, the katana stood as a beacon of precision and grace. Its unique design, with a curved, single-edged blade, allowed for swift, clean cuts and devastatingly effective strikes. The samurai wielded the katana with two hands, channeling their full strength into each swing. This was a stark contrast to the common one-handed swordplay of their adversaries, and it gave the samurai a distinct advantage in combat. The katana's effectiveness was not just limited to its physical attributes. It also played a significant role in shaping the samurai's fighting style, the kenjutsu. The samurai's approach to combat was one of patience and precision, mirroring the meticulous craftsmanship of their weapon of choice. Each strike was calculated, each movement purposeful. The katana was not a tool for reckless hacking and slashing. It was a weapon of finesse and control. The samurai's combat style with the katana was also deeply rooted in their philosophy of Bushido, or the way of the warrior. A samurai was expected to strike only when necessary, and to do so with decisive force. This philosophy of restraint and honor was reflected in the way the samurai wielded their katana, focusing more on precision and efficiency rather than brute strength. The katana's design allowed for a variety of combat techniques. The sharp edge, or ha, was used for striking, while the blunt side, or mune, was employed for blocking and parrying. The tip of the katana, or kisaki, was used for precise thrusts and cuts. These diverse techniques made the katana a versatile weapon in the hands of a skilled samurai. In the hands of a samurai, a katana was not just a sword, it was an extension of their soul. As we delve deeper into the world of the samurai and their legendary katana, we discover that this iconic weapon was not just a tool of war, but a symbol of a warrior's spirit, determination, and honor. So where does the katana stand in today's world? A question that invites us to traverse the bridge between antiquity and modernity. The katana, once the symbol of the samurai's honor and courage, has not faded into obscurity. Instead, it has found new relevance and reverence in the present day. In Japan, the katana continues to be a cultural icon, an emblem of the nation's rich history and traditional craftsmanship. It's not uncommon to see these blades displayed in homes and establishments, acting as a testament to the skill of the swordsmiths who forged them and the bravery of the samurai who wielded them. The art of Japanese sword making, though not as widespread as it once was, is still very much alive. Skilled artisans continue to create these masterpieces, adhering to ancient techniques that have been passed down through generations. And for those with a deep appreciation for the craft, owning a hand-forged katana is a privilege, a connection to a time when the blade was a warrior's soul. Beyond its physical presence, the katana has also taken on a life of its own in the world of media. From films to video games, anime to graphic novels, the katana often plays a starring role. Its sleek design and storied history lending itself to captivating narratives and epic battles. These portrayals, while not always historically accurate, have helped to elevate the katana's global recognition, turning it into a pop culture phenomenon. But perhaps the most significant role the katana plays today is as a symbol. It stands as a reminder of the samurai spirit, of a time when honor, courage, and discipline were the guiding principles of life. It's a nod to the past, a bridge to the present, and a beacon for the future. The katana's journey from the battlefields of feudal Japan to the screens of our modern devices is a testament to its enduring allure and significance. It's more than just a weapon. It's a piece of history, a work of art, a cultural icon. The katana, much like the samurai, lives on, a symbol of a time when honor was everything. So what have we learned from the journey of the samurai and the katana? We've traveled through time, witnessing the dawn of the samurais, those iconic warriors who rose to prominence in Japan's feudal era. We saw their rise, not as mere soldiers, but as a distinct class, a breed apart, bound by their unique code of ethics, Bushido. This way of the warrior, blending martial prowess with a deep sense of honor, duty, and morality, was the heartbeat of samurai culture. However, nothing is eternal. We've also seen the decline of the samurais, yet their downfall wasn't a symbol of defeat, but a transition. They morphed into figures of legend, their stories and ideals echoing through the ages, leaving an indelible legacy that continues to inspire and influence. Parallel to the samurai's narrative runs another equally fascinating tale, that of the katana. This wasn't just a weapon. The katana was a work of art, a symbol of the samurai's soul. We've delved into its birth, the painstaking craftsmanship that went into its creation, resulting in a blade that was as lethal in combat as it was beautiful. The katana was an embodiment of the samurai's spirit, fierce, elegant, and unyielding. Today, the katana holds a place of honor, not on the battlefield, but in the realm of cultural heritage. It's a tangible link to Japan's past, a silent testament to the samurai's valor and the master swordsmith's skill. In essence, the journey of the samurai and the katana is a captivating saga of transformation. From fierce warriors and their deadly blades, they've evolved into enduring symbols of a culture steeped in honor, discipline, and artistic excellence. They are far more than reminders of a bygone era. They're timeless icons, deeply woven into the fabric of Japan's identity. The story of the samurai and the katana is a testament to Japan's rich history, a tale of honor, valor, and an enduring legacy.